Your alarm goes off. Before you've even opened your eyes, your brain is already working overtime. You remember the meeting at 10, the bills you still haven't paid, that awkward text you haven't replied to, your inbox, your to-do list. Nothing terrible has happened yet, but your body acts like you're already in danger. If that sounds familiar, here's something most people never hear. Your mental health isn't just happening in your mind. A lot of what you're feeling starts in your nervous system. And today, I'm going to show you a simple 10-minute routine that's helped me recover from stressful mornings faster. Not by pretending everything is okay, but by giving my body signals that it's safe enough to stop sounding the alarm. Here's the entire routine. 2 minutes of breathing, 1 minute of cold exposure, 3 minutes of journaling, 4 minutes of posture and gratitude. Simple. Now let me explain why each step works, because once you understand the reason behind it, you're much more likely to stick with it. A few years ago, I thought I had a motivation problem. Every morning I'd wake up exhausted before the day even started. Some days I'd sit in my parked car outside work for 10 minutes trying to convince myself to walk inside. Nothing dramatic had happened. I wasn't lazy, I just felt constantly overwhelmed. I kept trying to think my way out of stress. Positive affirmations, motivational videos, trying to stop overthinking. Some of those things helped a little, but what finally made the biggest difference was realizing my body was reacting before my mind even had a chance to. That completely changed how I approached stress. Let's start with the first 2 minutes. Step 1, slow exhales. Most breathing advice tells you to memorize complicated patterns. You don't need one. Instead, focus on making your exhale longer than your inhale. For example, breathe in for 3 seconds, breathe out for 6, repeat that for 2 minutes. Why? When your exhale slows down, your body shifts away from its high alert state and toward a calmer one. You may notice your heart rate easing and muscle tension beginning to soften. Think about sitting in traffic. You're running late. Someone cuts you off. Your shoulders tense, your jaw locks. Your breathing becomes short and shallow. Now imagine doing those slower exhales for 2 minutes. Nothing outside has changed, traffic is still there, but your body has stopped acting like it's facing an emergency. That's the goal, not eliminating stress, recovering from it faster. Step 2, cold exposure. This step surprises most people. Now before you click away, I'm not saying you need to stand under freezing water for 5 minutes every morning. Even splashing cold water on your face for 20 to 30 seconds can be enough to make this a useful practice. Here's why. Uncontrolled stress is. Cold water gives your body a short, controlled challenge. Your breathing speeds up, your heart rate rises, then within moments, everything settles back down. Over time, that experience can help you become more comfortable, recovering from temporary discomfort, instead of immediately avoiding it. For me, this had nothing to do with becoming tough. It was about proving to myself that uncomfortable feelings don't last forever, and that lesson carried over into the rest of my day. Now comes the part most people skip. Step 3, journaling. Not pages and pages, just 3 questions. What am I worried about? Why does this matter to me? What's one thing I can actually control today? Let's say you're anxious about a performance review. Your first thought might be, I'm going to get fired. Then you ask why. Because I made mistakes last month. Now the final question. What can I control? Preparing for the meeting, owning those mistakes, showing the improvements you've made. Notice what happened. You didn't force yourself to think positive. You moved from catastrophic thinking toward a practical next step. That's a very different conversation with yourself. Now here's the step almost nobody expects to matter. Step 4, posture. When we're stressed, we naturally make ourselves smaller. Head down, shoulders forward, chest collapsed. That posture doesn't cause anxiety by itself, but it often reinforces how we already feel. So for the next minute, stand tall, relax your shoulders, take another slow breath, look straight ahead. Then think of 3 specific things that are genuinely good in your life right now. Not huge achievements. Maybe it's your morning coffee, a friend who checked in yesterday, the fact that your body got you out of bed. Gratitude works best when it's specific. You're not pretending life is perfect. You're reminding your brain that stress isn't the entire story. So that's the whole routine. 2 minutes of breathing, 1 minute of cold exposure, 3 minutes of journaling, 4 minutes of posture and gratitude, 10 minutes. That's it. Will this solve every mental health challenge? No. Life is still going to be stressful. You'll still have difficult days, but you may notice something important. Stress doesn't stay with you as long. You recover faster. You stop carrying the morning into the afternoon. And over weeks of consistent practice, Those small improvements can add up. One important note: if you're dealing with severe anxiety, depression, or another mental health condition, this routine isn't a replacement for professional care. Think of it as something that can support your daily well-being alongside appropriate treatment when needed. Here's my challenge for you. Tomorrow morning, before everything, give yourself 10 minutes. Try this routine every morning for the next 2 weeks. Not because I can guarantee it'll change your life, but because it's long enough to notice whether it changes how you respond to stress. Then come back and tell me which step surprised you the most. Was it the breathing, the journaling, the cold water? I'd genuinely love to know. And if you enjoy practical, evidence-informed tools that help you build a calmer, more resilient mind, consider following. I'll see you in the next one.